I like relationships, and I think I have an eclectic group of community around me. And because you get something from different personalities and different people, and I'm always kind of interested in people's backgrounds and what their journey's been like, and how your intersection with that journey makes them a little different. It makes you a little different. And I'd say the thing I like the most is people, and it's the community. You have a community at work, you have a community at home, you have a community in your friendships, but the work community is very important. So I struggle like everybody else. I'm very blessed right now to be working in a place where I love the people and respect the people, and you feel respected by the people. But I do think everybody has their internal struggles. Everybody has a dark side. And sometimes you get kind of caught up in looking at what looks really good and looks perfect, and on the outside it looks all shiny. But there's something not very shiny on the inside of all people. So I've struggled like everybody else. Well, in business there are challenges, because when you're dealing with relationships, you don't want them to just be exchange-based. And that's, everybody in business kind of struggles with that. What pieces of that relationship is exchange-based and what part is more of that personal concern. So faith is a 24/7, you wake up with it, you go to sleep with it, but it's how you express it. So if somebody says, well, this is a proper place for faith and this isn't, they're still reflecting faith. I bet I spend 75% of my prayer life in Thanksgiving. That I've dodged some catastrophic bullets in my life, health issues and personal issues. The other 25% is probably for protection. I know it's the fire that tests our mettle. It's the fire that tests our humility. It can make us cynical. So I pray for protection from all those things, even though I know some of that you have to go through to kind of figure out who you really are. When we talk in terms of faith and spirituality, one of the things I've learned is you kind of got to be careful about the cliche categories, I call them. And I've heard people say, well, we're not a business, we're a faith. And I've been on the other side where I've heard people say, well, we're really supposed to be about business, and it feels like all we do is pray around here. And it's kind of the question of how you express your faith, kind of 24/7. Well, people do that differently, and businesses do it differently too. And I've been in environments where sometimes, we prayed before all of our meetings, but it almost felt like the rationalization for how we acted at those meetings, which didn't feel like it reflected faith very well. And then the other side of that is I'm in a business now where we don't pray before all of our meetings. First time in my life, there's not a chapel in the building. But I also see there where people around the table do very faith-filled things for other individuals, even though we're not using those types of spiritual terms or religious terms. But I guess I've learned that faith is sometimes in faithful settings, but it's also in very secular settings too. So, both sides need to be open to that for each other. I spent 10 years in healthcare and watched what happened to people's lives catastrophically every single day. And I'm 55 and dodged all that so far. So I'm just very appreciative of being in good health, have my family in good health, and just enjoying being alive, and I do.